do not have my mic down. All right, there we go. Are we live? I think we are. Hope that we are. Music in here. Dun, 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 dun. It's not. Here we go. Okay. Okay. I'm sick, so might as well take advantage of the time and build a keyboard. Because what else are you going to do on days that you're sick? But good to be back. I've got a few keyboards lined up that I could build, but wanted to start off with a bang on the Kage Special Edition. It's a nice polycarbonate board with a rose gold kind of bronze-ish. I'm not sure what the weight is actually made out of, but the color is beautiful. I guess I'll show you guys that right now. I hope everyone is doing well. I've been doing better. I've been, what's the word? I've been better. There you go. Currently dealing with a fever and congestion and yeah, but nothing some Tylenol sinus severe is not gonna solve. But with all that being said, let's get to the self. See it right there. Kage. Designed by Hand Engineering and Monokei. Oh. Hey, babe. So cute. This is a continuation of the Monokei and Friends series. Maybe the real end game are the friends we made along the way. It's a cute one. Anything on the back? Nope. And then we're left with the rest. We'll get to the key in a second. Let's get to the accessories. Okay, there's a lot of things in this box. Okay. Do the rest of these. Right. I'm gonna assume the client got this from Apex Keyboards. Just being from sticker. I don't actually know that, but got a Monokei sticker. We got Kage card. Nothing on the back. We've got another Kage card, this time with the kanji. Actually, I don't know if you would call that kanji. No disrespect, because I'm not really sure what language that is. But yeah. Monokei and Friends, Monokei and Hand Engineering. We've done the Kage, we've done the Hero, and I think we've done one other Monokei and Friends piece. This is a cleaning cloth, black with the gold embroidery, gold screen printing. I'm gonna put all the minor stuff back in the box. We'll get to the PCB, the gaskets. Okay, so we have our PCB. Says they're 1.0 designed by Kopi Beng in Kota Kinabalu, Malaysia. This is a 80% or TKL. And it is hot swap in this case. We've got our gaskets here. Well, our gasket, it's a gummy O-ring, and then our bump-ons. So that will go in between our plate and our PCB. And then these are our bump on feet. Nothing special, nothing spectacular on a 3M backing. Let's put all that away so we can get to the goods. Side. Here's what all of us came to see. Oh, thanks, babe. Yeah, if anyone's curious, exclamation point build in chat gives you all the details, and I did in fact remember to update it. Shout out to my girlfriend for keeping me honest. Thanks, babe. Right. Zoom out a little bit. There's the back weight. Get a close up of them hands. You like the hands? Gotta put some lotion on them, but there you go. That's all yours. That's all for you. 80% PC plate, polycarbonate chassis. Looks like we've got 8 screws along the top and bottom. Bump-ons go here. Let's actually put the bump-ons on now. While we're here. I absolutely love this weight. I wish I knew what the material was. It's stunning as hell. Bump on feet. Been a minute since I've really gotten down to do keyboard stuff, and honestly, that's just a byproduct of life. You know, I don't have the means to make streaming an occupation. I don't have the viewership necessarily, so with work I have a very weird work schedule of working a 9 to 5, but it's a nighttime 9 to 5, so it makes things rather difficult in terms of really maintaining a life otherwise, and then also factoring in streaming. So that's a quick explanation as to where I've been, and that's the board for now. We're gonna set this aside. We're gonna get to the PCB. We're gonna get to the stabilizers, and yeah, I've already taken the liberty of looking over the PCB. It's a 1.6 mil, 80% PCB. So standard stabs. We're gonna have 5 total. 3 on the right, being right shift, backspace, enter. Is this win key or win key list? This is a win key. All right, so yeah, so we could do split right shift if anything, but I'll do standard since I am not the client, nor do I expect the client to be available for questioning right now. Typically, he uses standard right shift, so I'll let that rock. We have our PCB, again, designed by Kopibang. I hope I'm not pronouncing that incorrectly, and if I am, I apologize. The only thing I don't like about this PCB, which I'm not sure who this is on, whether it be the designer or Monokei or whoever, I don't like the fixed USB-C port. This keyboard is in stock, not in this particular trim, but in general, so I'm sure it just makes manufacturing easy, but Monokei has been really good with daughter board USB-C ports, so it's kind of weird to not see it here, but yeah, you guys can see here. There are a few different layouts we can go with, from what I can tell from the plate, at least. We have 2 sets of stabilizers here. That's 1, 2, and then this will be number 3. This will be our F row. This will be scroll lock, I assume. The plate makes it seem as though maybe that's for soldered boards, because this one only allows for a full right shift on the hot swap. So yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stabilizers. So we got a lot of looping to get through. Let me grab those. Tell the client to get more keycaps. I'm about to. I have to, but y'all know the deal. TX stabs. One and only stab set I use at this point. Let's see. Get you guys a better view there. So we're gonna have to use, I think this is gonna use up this whole set actually, I believe. These sets only come with 5 stabs. Yeah, so we're gonna use the full set. So this is a 7U fixed. I probably would assume the solder PCB most likely gives you a lot more options, but this hot swap PCB doesn't. Okay, there are pins. Put the box away. Put this bag to the side. And let's get to lubing, everybody. We're of course going to be using, for the syringe method, whenever we get around to installation, GPL 205 or Krytox 205 grade 0. And then for the main brush lubing, it's going to be XHT BDZ, which, where are my brushes? I thought I grabbed those. 1 second. I did grab them. I left them on my bed though, instead of putting them with the rest of the components. Alright, let's get our brush. Let's get the PCB off to the side. And let's start disassembling. Also, like, let me say this. My girlfriend is absolutely amazing at finding cute stuff. She was just texting me as I was off screen. I mean, actually, you guys probably saw me texting while I was because the webcam, but yeah, really cute Star Wars doormat. Oh, I'm really into Star Wars, if you guys couldn't tell from the little Grogu. Okay, so get it. See, she loves me, so she envelops herself into Star Wars, having not finished a single movie. I'm calling her out, because now she has to watch them. I'll get it, but put it in your house at your front door. I mean, I'm not complaining. Free doormat? Say less. Stay hydrated, my friends. Stay hydrated. Alright. So, let's get to it. Whoa, free? $1 a day rental rate? Okay. Okay, babe. Definitely. That's the lower discount too, don't worry. Oh, How about the 5-finger discount? How about that one? Just yoink that motherfucker. I'll take it for free 99, thank you. Oh, lover. Well, I love you too, but I'm still yoinking it for free. I just realized I just immediately went for a wire. I forgot I have a process to this. It's been so long. Whoopsie. So you want to start with the housings, and then you go with the plungers or stems, and then you go for the wire and put it all together. Yeah, it's been a while, and I'm sick. You know, give me some slack here, guys. You're in your element. Yes. I'm back with the vibes. Exactly. at my desk, just lubing stabilizers. This is my natural habitat. Oh shit. Got lube on the mouse pad. I'm weak. You're such a fucking cornball. I love you too. Let's do this. Anything that's already lubed will go onto the bag. If your girl ain't corny, she doesn't really love you, you know? That's her true self. She's exposing her true self to you, dog. So, anybody whose girlfriend doesn't give them corny jokes, she don't love you. That's all I'm saying. So, for anyone following along at home, this will be on YouTube after, actively on Twitch. I was an ad starting soon, but hey, if you're subbed, you don't have to worry about that. But you guys see that? That is the XHTBDZ against the black housing there. That white skim. Just a thin coat. Get it on all sides. Ooh, wow. Speaking of all sides, that's a lot more important than a keyboard build, I'll tell you that much. I am so fucking sick. Y'all really gonna put up with these sniffles all stream, that's all I'm saying. I'm hoping to get back into streaming more regularly. These are a little bit more erratic now just because, again, as I was mentioning before, my schedule doesn't really put me in good positions to do any of this, but I try my best the time I got. I just happened to be sick, so I can't work today, so here we are. Probably not the most exciting thing to watch, but yeah, just skim coats along all three inner walls of the stabilizer. That's all you need. My sister is currently outside my apartment talking to my cat. Well, now she's in my apartment from what I can hear. Glad to know. Oh yeah, actually, anyone who's been keeping up along throughout over time, granted it's been a few months, but I have a Himalayan cat. And yeah, he's currently thriving. He had some urinary issues, turns out to be crystals in his urine, but he's all good now, on some medication, on some special food, and he's back to his normal self, peeing and pooping as he should. Oh, hi, Gigi. My girlfriend's baby sister is absolutely obsessed with me. It's a different kind of flex to have a baby absolutely adore you. Best kind of feeling. My nieces love me, Gigi loves me, and children are great. Great testament to character, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. I believe last housing. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep, last housing up. Pardon me, guys, just dealing with the sickness. All right, now I move on to the stems. Now, with stems, for the most part, I try to just lube each side. Lubing the bottom can sometimes help, but it can also sometimes give you a bit of a squishy sound or possibly a stickiness on downstrokes. So I don't necessarily recommend it, but yeah. Excuse me. Making a lot of sounds tonight as I get over whatever the hell I had. Hopefully it's just a cold, but got a fever, got some congestion. Not feeling too great, but feeling enough that I can get through this stuff. Let's get here and here. Alright, that's one plunger inside of one housing. For anyone doing this at home, by the way, you don't necessarily need to use XHT BDZ. There's a lot of lubes you can use. Cardtox 205 grade 0 is one of the main ones. There's a Tribosis 3204 or 3203. I forgot which one's the thicker one. And then, yeah, those are kind of the main other ones that are available out on the market. Personally, I've always liked using Crytox. XHT BDZ just kind of makes things quicker, especially in in a streaming environment, you know, where I'm sort of working alone, just trying to get through the build and trying to make some decent content for you guys. It's kind of best not to linger. So XHT BDZ kind of makes my life a lot easier than it otherwise would be. So that's why I use XHT BDZ. The thickness definitely solves a lot of problems, but we're still most likely going to need to tune these stabs later with the syringe. So the two together. There you go. Maybe I should, let me see if I can increase lighting here for this, because it seems like the overhead is a little bit dim. Doesn't really change much. Is that a little better? I would think. Yeah, you guys got a little bit more light there. It's hard being against the black mouse pad and all that. How does over shoulder look? Over shoulder looks too exposed. A little bit better, but interesting. It's alright. We'll keep going with the overhead. Just a few more stems to go anyways. We got the wires to get to. Now again, for anyone who might end up building a Kage, just be advised 1.6mm PCB. And if you're doing hot swaps, 7U only. You're not given choice otherwise. The plate seems to be compatible with 7U or 6.25 if I'm sure. Okay, baby. No problem. Do your thing. But the PCB is inflexible for hot swap. Oh, what the hell? I missed the housing. Okay. Oh, let me very quickly update. Okay, there we are. Let's post it up. Try to miss any other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, plus 4 is 10. Yep, we're good. It immediately loses focus on the active area, which is pissing me off. Gotta make sure that it stays focused on what I'm doing. The autofocus on this lens is otherwise great, but it's a pain in the ass when you're doing nuanced stuff like this, because it's just like my hands are in the foreground and like they're relatively large, but for whatever reason it just doesn't lock onto them. It'll start focusing on other stuff. It starts hunting. I don't know if that's because of the bag and the reflections on the bag, but it's just doing too much. And if anyone curious, this is the kit lens for the Sony A7 II. The dimensions on this? 0.3 meters, 2.45 meters. Okay. There you go. So anyone watching in the future on YouTube, if you're interested in yourself getting either a commission done or you just like my streams, feel free to follow me on other socials. They'll be linked in the description. Here on Twitch, you guys should see the Nightbot cycling announcements for my socials as well as my Discord. If anyone wanted to interact there, yeah, we do be active. Making a lot of headway timing, considering the timing's only been 28 minutes in the stream and we're almost done with stabs. I call that a W. Gonna be as efficient as possible. Hopefully no mess ups. I already double checked stab clearance. Already double checked stab clearance. I have my keycaps. I have my switches. Today we're gonna be using Boba U4T black housings. I've only ever used the cream or white housings, so I'm curious if there's gonna be any discernible difference. And these are stock, not lubed. I tend to really like Boba's stock. I'm not gonna lie. I used them on my what was it called? Dang. There's a polycarbonate Godspeed. There we go. The Godspeed 75. I had a Godspeed 75 as my main board for a little while. And that thing, I had Gazzew Boba U4Ts with the cream housings on. Alright. 2 more to go. Then we get to our wires. The wires are when we're really going to start piling on the lube, to be honest. Why is my sleep mode on? Come on, iPhone. Don't do that to me. Okay. Cool. I wonder what the light settings are on this thing, because I just have it, I think I have it on auto for ISO. Let me see, can I adjust any of that? I don't think that did anything. Weird. Not letting me make any adjustments. I can't even get into the menus. But my output is fine. Let me see if maybe... Can I configure the video here? Can I just brightness? Which is interesting, to say the least. I don't know if that really helps much, but I guess it's enough. Cool. Alright, that's the second to last stem done. Let's put that in its housing. You really can't mess this up. There's only one way. It's effectively keyed. I guess you could if you wanted to force it in, but the stem is designed to only really go in one way. One thing I always will say is try not to cheap out on your stabs. You don't necessarily have to get TX stabs. There are definitely other great options, but cheapo stabs that have unclipped legs or excuse me, poor tolerances and stuff like that. Like, you know, you definitely get what you pay for when it comes to stabilizers. I've personally only ever really used TX stabs, at least as of recent. I used to use like Durox and stuff like that back in the day, but at least in the past year or so, it's TX or nothing. Let's get some more lube on there. When it comes to lubing wires, you really want to get it on there. Most of your rattle that you'll hear on keyboards is going to come from an unlubed stabilizer. I'm going to say most because, you know, there are other factors at play, and it might not necessarily always be the wire either. Sometimes housings can cause rattle as well. That's why we do that skim coat. But yeah, definitely do your due diligence when it comes to purchasing your stabilizers. It'll save you a headache in the long run of chasing things down, because with TX stabs, for the most part, I don't really have to check straightness. You can. I'm sure that there probably is some deformity in the wires, whether it be manufacturing or shipping or whatever. But for the most part, I haven't really had to check straightness on these. I haven't had an issue with wires like that. And I also, after a nice coat of XHT BDZ, I put on some Krytux 205 grade 0, and these stabilizers seem to be very, very happy and muted. Okay, and this goes in. There we go. One stabilizer done. And now we just reproduce that same process 4 more times for each individual wire. Nothing too complex, just very, very tedious. And for those of you who watch my videos semi-regularly over on YouTube, you might think, God, this guy is repeating himself again, but I mainly go over these things because I never know whenever a new viewer is popping in, because sometimes, you know, people are either not logged in or they're not chatting or whatever the case may be. I'm not really too focused on my viewer count as I'm streaming. It's just one of those things where, like, in the moment I'll go over it just in case it helps someone new, and I also don't know when someone might show up to my YouTube channel as a fresh viewer as well. So those factors alone, I'll always go over this. Because it's really not like, you know, I'm actively engaging in the action that I would explain. So it's pretty easy just to go over it in the moment, and it gives me something to chat about, because it's a very, I feel like lubing is a very, like, you know, simple thing overall, but it's also something that's very easy to mess up or get wrong. And also, there is such a thing as too much lube. Again, you're going to get some sort of gumminess, some sort of stickiness in your stabilizer travel, and you don't want that. So less is more when it comes to lubing. You can always add, but it's very annoying to take away because you have to strip down the stabilizer, clean them with probably alcohol, isopropyl alcohol or something, and then, you know, redo your work. But just less is more, less is more. Especially on the housings. The wires you can kind of get away with a bunch, but for the most part, less is more. Okay, so this would go like this. Yeah. Okay. That's 2 stabilizers done. We got our 7U and 1 2U. We got 3 more 2Us to get through. I will continue to apologize for the sniffles, but there's not really much I can do about that in the current moment. The last sinus pills I took were at like 7:40. It's 10:52 where I am, so still got another roughly about an hour. You're supposed to take another set of pills every 4 hours. Hopefully I'm good by tomorrow. I'm tired of being sick. I've been sick the past close to 3 days. Alright. I'm really hoping that I get a decent enough payoff with the GMK Stealth Enter key. It has a nice orange accent that I think will go well with the color of the weight on the Monokei Kage. Alright, 2 more stabilizers to go. Wait a minute. Am I music not? Okay, so the music is coming through. Hopefully it's consistent, because the OBS levels aren't really telling me much. That'd be really annoying if the music really wasn't there. Let me. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Whether or not you guys should be able to hear the music if I'm able to hear the music. Whether or not it's coming up on OBS's levels, that could just be a sensitivity thing. Okay, one end of the 2U. Last stabilizer. Yeah, because I grabbed a lot there. Let's put some here, and then we'll put some on the other side. Damn it! Ugh. 1 second, guys. Wait. Wait. Okay. Crisis averted. Yeah, shout out to Scrub Daddy. Definitely need a sponsorship. I have so many Scrub Daddy products. I actually just used 2 on screen. Basically, what had happened was my brush got stuck in the bowl, flipped over, got a ring of lube on my desk, which was awesome. Let me just clean the ring edge of the container at this point, just to avoid that potentially happening again. But anyways, how's it going? It's going pretty swell, babe. I'm almost done with all these stabilizers. Just had to clean up that lube fiasco just now, but we're otherwise going. I have no idea where my cat is. Hitsu? Enja, is Hitsu in the bathroom? Okay, well, hopefully he's upstairs with my sister. Not the ring of lube. Okay. You have to say hola. Yeah, Soup is upstairs, probably, with my sister, I'd assume. Because I have not seen him for a good hour or so. He was in the window, and then my sister came down talking to him, so hopefully he's okay. Jesus Christ. Why not ask? Because asking is honestly just more downtime right now, which I'm trying not to have, because I'm sure he's fine, and I'd have to... Actually, I could just text her, I guess. Let me see. Alright, I texted my sister. Hopefully she has my cat. So for anyone who's unfamiliar with TX stabs, there are these little pieces, kind of look like pieces of toast. They go in between the two wedges that are created. If you can see there against my finger, no lighting is really. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm sick. Hard to see, but I promise you, there's a wedge where you push down to actually insert the stabilizer, and you put these little pieces of toast in there in order to ensure that these stabilizers don't pull out. Alright, man, I'm so over coughing. Jeez. This might be my first time clearing out an entire set at once. There we go. Oh, what? Lord. That is so frustrating. Oh, my stabilizers aren't fully inserted. No wonder they were weird. Awesome. For anyone following at home, that's not what was supposed to happen. Just for the record. Incredibly frustrating. But it is what it is. You just put it back in and keep pushing. Jeez. Alright, there was another one that wasn't fully inserted. I believe it was this one. Okay, are the rest of these fully inserted? They should be. My spacebar is fully in, and then, yeah, okay, cool. Alright, no more bullshit. And this should be all my stabilizers fully installed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. All right. Now that all those are fully in, let's get the plate and plate foam and some switches, and let's test out everything. To get the plate, I'm gonna have to disassemble. Oh wait, no, there isn't plate foam. I'm bugging. Because it's O-ring, so actually I just get the plate. I'm gonna grab my toolkit. 1 second, guys. Alright, iFixit toolkit. And then let's get the key out. Not to touch the weight. And then we've got some hex screws. Let's see. Size 4 maybe, or size 5? Size 4. Nice. Cool. Alright. Let me move this to the side. For anyone, again, that will be building their own of these, the screws are non-ferrous, and the actual screws themselves are size hex 4. I'm missing a screw here? Or it's still not fully out, I guess. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. In my opinion, I believe that Monokei and Hand Engineering have made a terrible mistake. And that mistake is, if you notice here, so I can get you guys zoomed in further. These are the screw holes for the case screws, and there's no threaded inserts. It's just straight into the polycarbonate. So over time, there's only so many times you're going to be able to redo those until you're SOL, unfortunately. Plate screws are a lot bigger. Yeah, they're a size bigger. So plate screws are hex 5 instead of hex 4. I'm gonna move aside all of my board screws so I don't mix them up. Granted, they're probably a different thread pitch too, so I'm not gonna stress about it too hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and number 8. Right there, number 8. We have all 8 screws. The weight is held in by 6 others. I'm not going to touch the weight though. Don't really need to. Gonna get the plate out of here. Alright, so I wonder if you have to use these top mount screws or if you could just do gummy mount. Or is it meant to be like a hybrid of both? Because personally, I'd rather just do gummy mount, especially with a polycarbonate board. The point is, you know, to get some flex, have that muted sound, and have a good typing feel. I don't think you'd get that with a top mount. I'm probably going to use the screws anyways, just to not have screws lying around. And yeah, but kind of crazy that, I don't know. I guess crazy isn't the word, but when I think of a $600 polycarbonate board, my brain doesn't go to top mount, you know? Not to say that there's anything wrong with the quality of this board. It's an incredible piece. But again, no threaded inserts and top mount just doesn't scream premium to me. Sorry about that. All right, so let's do this. Let's grab. Let's put some switches in first, then we'll put the O-ring on. So for anyone who hasn't taken a look at exclamation point build yet, taking a look at what we're doing today, we have got, or if you're on YouTube, read the description, we've got Boba U4T, black housing switches. These are from Swag Keys, not affiliated, but personally have never had a bad experience ordering from Swag Keys. For anyone who's looking for somewhere to get their switches. I'm going to do all 4 corners so that we can set up our O-ring, and then we'll go from there. Okay, now let's add. This polycarbonate board tends to bow really badly if you don't put some switches in it kind of immediately. What the hell? So, can't get it to stop bowing. There we go. Flipped in there. Alright, now let's start the rest. Do our stabilized switches now. I do like the flex cuts. Hopefully again we get that bouncy type feel, and you know, we still get some maybe that's why it's top mount. It has all these flex cuts, so maybe the board won't be too rigid despite the top mount. Maybe, hopefully. Monokei has never let me down before, but just a little concerning. Okay. Alright. Now let's grab our O-ring. Put it around 10. Wait a minute. How does the O-ring get... I guess you have to do this? A weird way to do it. Sorry about doing that off screen, guys. Just a little bit difficult to wrap around, and I discovered in the meantime that this is a great manufacturing tolerance, but just a little bit annoying. It does tuck in behind the USB-C, so you kind of gotta bow it up a little bit. So I don't recommend installing switches in the upper corner until you get the O-ring in first. But also, the O-ring is kind of interfering with stabilizers, so hopefully it still fits. I hope. Don't know. Whatever. Alright. Alright, let's test. Get the music down. There it is. And then let me grab keycaps. So we're in with a brand new GMK Stealth set. I ripped over the plastic just so that I wouldn't have to tear that on screen. But there you go. GMK Stealth base kit. Does it say who this is from? What purveyor? No. Just brand new stealth kit, unopened. Let's get the sleeve off. And then crack her open. Oh, I don't know that GMK had new trays. Hopefully, a lot better than their old stuff. Well, doesn't look too different anyways immediately. Bad anyways. Alright, so let's do this. I'm not getting any return. Weird. Let's see if the rest of the switches do that. I'm getting no return on enter. I'm not sure why that would be. Backspace isn't doing that. Why am I getting no return? Stabilizer is correctly installed. Let's try a different switch, I guess. I don't know. It's odd. Okay, now there's a lazy return. Weird. Is it a stabilizer? Third switch is the charm. I don't know. That was weird. Very weird. Okay, that's not stuck. And then does this have a... Okay, this does have a 7U spacebar. That had me worried for a second. Okay, so I'm not sure what was going on with enter. I no longer have that weird sticky key travel, but let us tune some stabs, everybody. Put this aside. And then I'm going to turn my mic and turn down my gate. Let me pull up. There we go. There's backspace. Alright, next is enter. Wait, why is enter giving me... Why am I getting lazy response on enter again? What's going on? What the heck? Oh. This stupid fucking polycarbonate plate. It's getting under the switch, so then it's obstructing the stabilizer. So it wasn't me having a bad switch, because I did change switches. It's just the stupid plate flexing to the point where it's getting under the stab. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Pull everything up. Okay. Backspace sounded good to me. Let's check enter. Sounds good to me. So does right shift. Let's check spacebar. Make sure that that isn't having any plate issues. Some clickiness on the left side of spacebar. It seems as though like just left space and we're good otherwise, at least from my perception. You guys let me know if you hear different, but yeah, let's add some lube to the back of left space. Okay. Lube the contact points. Now we can re-add the switch and then re-add the switch and then re-add the keycap. What the heck? Okay, that was weird. Okay, there we are. Alright, that sounds even. Let's get on with the rest of the build, add the rest of our switches, add the rest of our keycaps, and we should be all good to go. Let's see, we'll just come here. Yeah, I could do this. Then let me re-add my noise gate. There we go. Always a good time when you don't have to do too much tuning of stabs. What I like to see. And now just take it one row at a time, put them switches in, and hopefully enjoy sweet sounds of this keyboard. Yeah, I'm definitely liking how this thing's sounding. It's interesting, the at least so far, you know, once we get into the case, the sound profile might change slightly, but with the O-ring, the sound profile is rather similar to my Godspeed 75, which I believe the Godspeed is it gasket mount? Jeez, I haven't built that thing in forever. I have no idea what the Godspeed 75 is in terms of mounting style. If anyone out there, whether it be in an active chat now or on YouTube knows, let me know. But I honestly can't remember for the life of me. A terrible board, but I got the job done for what I needed at the time. I did like the extra USB port, but it also made crazy compatibility issues with song is horrible. I didn't like that song. Oh my god. This is the classic YouTube montage transition song. But I guess this is what you get when you try to find no royalty or royalty-free music, I should say. This plate is gonna be the fucking death of me. I swear. It is. He's absolutely despise this plate. Every switch I put in requires me to resuspend plates. And the pins are there. Nothing's bent. Thank you, baby. Just like you. Yeah, I think. You're cute for that. I think my theory of the orange working with the peach will suffice. You know, it's not exact, but it definitely works, in my opinion. That's what I was kind of going for using GMK Stealth. Granted, these keycaps were provided by the client, but he provided them kind of indiscriminately. I've got like, I think 3 or 4 keyboards in my closet to do for him, so hopefully I find some time to get those through. I do want to get back into streaming. I want to continue playing Valorant. I'm currently Ascendant 2. I've sort of been grinding offline. But yeah. Yes. Where this is the most annoying plate to build with. My sister was just telling me how she drugged my cat with catnip. Yes, you get it. For legal reasons. I don't know what she's talking about. I really like the look of these black housing kazoos. The sound profile is basically the exact same so far from what I can tell. With the cream housings or the white housings, however they're defined. They're kind of like a weird white pearlescent color, but I'm feeling this song too, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to save this one for later. Maybe when I start getting into like editing videos, I could use it for like a cute montage or something. But it's very vibey. The YouTube video, the music video for this song is absolutely fucking deranged. But I'm just enjoying the music. I just have it up on my second monitor, and I have no idea what's going on. For anyone wondering, this is Mike Mineo, Peaceful Days. Days as in like D-A-Z-E, like you're in a daze, not days as in like days of the week. I'll put it in chat just in case. Where's my... There we go. Be warned, the YouTube video is completely absurd though. For anyone wondering what I'm doing, whenever I need to pick up the PCB, I'm using a switch puller, and then I'm just getting under the polycarbonate and just pressing up. That's a hard spot to get into. There we go. Okay. The phone's about to die. There we go. Shout out to Mike Mineo. A lot of his music is coming up on this non-copyrighted setup. Or playlist, I should say. This is Let Me Be the One by Mike Mineo. A great song. I'm convinced this plate is poorly designed. I'm sure it probably is gonna give great typing feel, just being polycarbonate and having the flex cuts and all that. But it is such a real pain to get it properly aligned and all that with the switches. Because of the flex cuts, the rest of the switches aren't able to hold the plates that give the plate rigidity, because there's a flex cut right here. So I have to continuously just grab it from under and just keep it going that way. I think there are now enough switches in the top row where I don't have to do that, but yeah. Okay. 2 for 2 without having to press up. Oh, that's, there we go. Okay. Next up on the agenda, I'm going to make sure all the switches work. And if they do, I'm going to clean up. And then we're going to get to... We're going to put the PCB and plate assembly into the board. And then last thing will be to put on the keycaps. But yeah. So verification of functionality of all keys. Basically making sure I didn't bend any pins or anything. And then we'll clean up and get to the grand finale. That's what you guys all came here for. All right, so that's all our switches. Let's put the container away. Okay. Now let's plug this in. Let me pull up VIA real quick. I would assume since it's Monokei, it's probably compatible with VIA. Oh, yeah, we've got lighting. Wait a minute. Holy shit, this has a full array of LEDs on the back. Alright, let me put on the main monitor capture. And then we'll do test matrix. Oh, we got one bad switch so far. We have bent pin? Yeah, we do. No. Keeps folding over instead of doing what it's supposed to. Alright, let me just grab another switch. I'm gonna keep fighting with this. No big deal. Okay. Oh my god, seriously? Stupid plane. Oh. Another bent pin? Yes. Let's fix that. Okay, now that that's unbent, let's hope that it goes. There we go. Keyboard fully works. Right shift. This would be FN. So 2 windows, 2 controls, 1 alt. Left shift, right shift. I guess so this would be like F13. Or is F13 in here? There it is. That's fine. Insert the home end. Alright, cool. Alright, let's take that off. Menu. Yeah, right? It looks great. Noise is right. Now let's get the keycaps on. Actually, let me clean up first, then we'll get these keycaps on. Let's get everything. Put away all this. Let's get the case out. Okay. Need those. No longer need the lube. No longer need the brush. Okay, no longer need the switch puller. All our switches are good. Put all the accessories away. How do you feel about the timing of making it? Honestly, an 80% for an hour and a half is a great time for me. Typically an 80% would take me about 2.5 hours, depending on how much I'm really interacting. But tonight was a calm night, coupled with me being sick. You know, I just kind of wanted to get through it and kind of get through the piece. So honestly, I'm pretty happy timing wise. So for anyone who hadn't seen it, GMK Stealth, basically a black and gray set. It has the slight orange hint, but yeah, it's primarily a black and gray set. Alright, now let's get plate screws back on. You cut out because you turned away while speaking. Oh, I'm sorry. How much did you hear? I was basically saying that I'm happy with the timing just because typically an 80% keyboard hour and a half isn't bad for me because it would typically take me about 2 or so plus hours. But that's usually with a lot of interaction with chat. And tonight, just with me being sick and circumstances surrounding, it's just like I didn't really spend too much time talking, or I was basically just going really fast. just trying to get through it mainly. So I'm actually pretty happy with getting through this in an hour and a half. Like, that's really fast for me. I hate screwing straight into polycarbonate. I'm really not sure why Monokei did this. Maybe because of how small the holes were, they couldn't get inserts, but I don't know. Be careful when torquing these down, guys. You don't want to strip the threads going straight into polycarbonate because there's just going to be nothing left after. So, not too much pressure. Just let the screw go in where it wants to. If it stops, you let it stop. Don't try to hit it too snug. Once it hits, let it go. Alright, now that the plate is fully assembled, we can plonk her down. And we'll turn the whole thing around. We could drop in our screws. Interesting. I didn't do this upside down, did I? No, I didn't. just got a lot of tension on it. Yeah, let's get the screws in the holes first. Let's let them fall down because they've got quite a bit of space between them. And then I'm gonna press it all together standing so that I don't have to deal with fighting the switches or the keycaps, and then should be good to go. Heck? Oh, the O-ring is interfering. That's so interesting. Okay, well, good to know, I guess. All right. We have a fully assembled Monokei X-Hand Engineering Kage, and now we're missing his keycaps. Oh, what was... Okay. That's interesting. Thanks, babe. We did that. We've been here for an hour and a half together getting through this. I gotta find a... I don't know if it's row 0 or row 4. I don't know where the numbers start, but I need to find a 1U that'll work up top for like F13 or something. They do not give you a lot of extra keycaps here. The only extra got is that, which is a spare tilde. Which doesn't really matter because we're gonna have our regular tilde over here, but we don't have any other keycaps in this set. This base kit is pretty sparse. Sparse, I think is the right word I'm looking for. Let me pull up VIA so I know what other keys to put here. Put this in. Go to QMK lighting, media lighting. Okay, alright, insert, delete. Really hard to see these legends. I'm not gonna lie. The dark gray against the black. It's not the easiest thing to see. The black against the dark gray isn't too bad, but that's only certain keys. I'll give you guys a better demonstration once we're done with all these switches, but so far just pressing down the key switches I can definitely tell that there's a good amount of flex here. And I put on the orange underglow to try and match the accent colors of GMK Stealth. For anyone wondering, you can configure all of that. If I can stop stuttering. You can configure all of the lighting settings in VIA. Okay, that's not supposed to be on. Thank you. Oh. From what I understand, just from this being, yeah, so it's 1.251, 1.25, because it's a 7 new, or, how is that layout pronounced? Is it Sangan? Sangan? Tsangan. That's the layout. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. Jeez. Pizza. He's busy looking himself, or else I'd show him to the camera. Alright. This is a hefty board, fully built. I miss him too. I miss him coming over here and actually like wanting some attention because he's enveloped in his own world of licking himself. And I know he misses you too. Oh, he's done licking himself. Itsu! He's looking. What's up, buddy? Oh no, I can't get my webcam far enough, can I? Can you guys see him? He's this little furry thing. Itsu! Like, what do you want? There we go. So it's 1.5, 1.5. So we need to go to the back. Okay. There's the 1.5, control 1.5. Control 1.5 alt. I need one of those. Need both of those. Actually, wait, what are the single keys for this? Single keys should be... Oh no, the single keys are window keys, so let me... Yeah, but that means I need 1.5 FNs, which don't exist on this. That's annoying. That's annoying. Whatever, doesn't matter. We'll do like that. Like that. Like that. That. Do this. I guess this will have to work. Okay. Screenshots time. Oh, we got the fresh build. Dang, this thing is... Holy crap. Let me get myself out of here. Oh, wait a minute. Huh. How can I manually... let's see. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see what happens if I dim some of the lighting, because I don't like how overblown everything is. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, let's move the bump-ons. Put Ghosty up there. One screenshot. Got the keyboard right there. Ooh, doesn't look right. Not bad. Okay, get this out of there. And then move this. Did not realize I should have moved that earlier. Okay. Oh, yeah. There. And Lastly, let's get one of the backside with all the LEDs on, which probably won't look good, but okay. Not sure why the heck that's happening. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that looks really cool. Oh my god. Oh god, I just hit a lot of keys at once. I like that. Cool. All of our screenshots taken. And now for the finale. Hi, mama. My girlfriend's baby sister is on the. He's so cute. Okay. Now let's turn off our music, turn down our noise gate, and let's get to our typing test, shall we? Move that out the way. All right. Okay. That was a terrible typing test, but you guys can't see what I got, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, everybody, that is the Monokei Hand Engineering Kage Frost White Special Edition. Beautiful thing. Really happy to be able to get to build these things. Love how this one came out. I think the GMK Stealth definitely works. The slight orange hits definitely, I think, accent the board very well. I appreciate everyone who was able to tune in and stop by. And, you know, gotta shout out the girlfriend every single time. She's the real MVP to these streams. And I'm hoping to do a lot more of them in the future. But thank you guys for being patient and watching what I got. Hopefully on the YouTube side of things, you guys enjoy these as well. Let me know what you guys think I can improve on. Anything else that might come to mind as I keep going. Because again, hopefully with your guys' support, I'm able to make this an occupation and quit my day job, because that's kind of the goal. But as with everybody streaming, everybody wants that, and that's kind of the ideal. But real life kind of gets in the way. So we'll see. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.